home there, not to slight the Orioles, as you mentioned, one of the toughest schedule in the state, and you look at the wins they
One in that conference is just a gauntlet. There's just no nights off whatsoever. So we have the utmost respect for Coach Stahl and their group.
You mentioned the tightening of the rotation as we get closer to postseason. Obviously, I'm not going to have you go into specifics on that because we still have 2 games starting tonight before we even get to that path next week. But in terms of who you need to step up or who you need to maximize their minutes in this rotation, where do you look at in this roster and see if this is a postseason player, I'm going to need a little bit more from them?
Well, we've got to find players 7, 8, 9 right now. I think 1 through 6 are pretty much are right there where we want them to be. We know who they are. Jasmine's a little bit sick, so we're going to have to take it easy with her tonight. She was out of school yesterday, so we're going to take it easy with her tonight. But we're we're confident in that group. We just got to find those last 3 or 4 girls that can once again help finish out games, make good decisions, and make us maintain what we've done, because our plus minus with our starters in the game has been pretty good this year.
Sectional draw just happened this past weekend, and I guess I've done a bad job of this already during this pregame conversation, so I don't want to undersell it because Decatur Central is a talented squad. But when you look at your draw, I would argue a pretty favorable one, no?
Well, we'll take it. I mean, Decatur...
with what you can for Sectional 11. It's a group of death, let's be honest.
Exactly. I mean, our sectional is a gauntlet. It is hard to win that sectional. It's going to be hard for anyone to win. There are great coaches. There are great traditions, great programs. Decatur Central has some of the top freshmen in the state. They are extremely talented. They're going to be so fun to watch. Our fans need to go out just to watch those kids play. The Banks girls want to probably rank the top freshmen in the state of Indiana. Received offers from multiple Division I schools all over the country. We will have our hands full every night. Sure. It's going to be down to the wire with every team we play. We already know that.
Yeah, there's no nights off in Sectional 11. You in the group know that for sure, as do we. That's going to be taking place at Southport, one of the coolest gymnasiums in the state, not just on the south side. No disrespect to the Vinny, it's just a lot of history down there at Southport. What would that be like to have your group there?
Well, the girls love it, and I'll say this, we've really shot well in there the last few times we've got to be in there, so we hope that continues. But what a great environment. You can't beat the tradition there. It's just a perfect basketball setting. Southport does an amazing job of hosting, and we're just looking forward to being a part of the state tournament.
Last question for you, Coach. We've talked about this last week with senior night and wanting to ensure that it gets played. You had senior night obviously against Chittard last week, but now with the uniqueness of moving senior night a little earlier in the schedule, you got 2 games left to finish out. How nice is that to close out at home without the, I don't want to call it pressure, but without the added element of senior night? You still have a good crowd out there, but that pressure's off them now. You just want to focus on your craft and making sure everybody's playing at a high level headed to the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, post-COVID, a lot of schools that went to this, doing senior nights in the middle of the year. It's nice to just a bit of focus on getting ready for the sectionals. We really are. I know coaches hate, you hate to hear this, but we're not really playing this game to win tonight. We're not really playing to win Thursday night. We're playing to get better for the sectionals. So there's going to be some things that we're going to do tonight that might not be the best game plan against Avon, but it's going to be our best game plan against some of the teams we're going to see next week. But I do think this gives you a chance to truly hone in on some things. We've really come down to about 3 or 4 things that we really like in our half-court offensive set. We're still not showing some of those things, but I think that it just gives you an opportunity to be ready. And like I said, great test tonight in Avon to get us ready for Decatur Central. I think that Avon is just a tremendous basketball team. Once again, we talked about the record doesn't show how good they are.
Any new wrinkles on defense?
A little bit, yeah. You're going to see some things tonight. It's going to be a lot different. We're going to start Lydia Staley tonight at the freshman center. She's been phenomenal for us the last 2 weeks in practice. She's gotten better every single day. So we're going to be playing 2 freshmen a lot tonight. That's just who we are right now. We're accepting that. But yeah, we have some things we're going to throw out there, some things we like to do, and we really we just want to worrying about ourselves and handling pressure and rebounding better and finishing games.
Best of luck with their night, Coach.
Thank you.
That's Royals head coach Jason Sims. We'll be back in lineups in the tip after this. You're listening to Roncalli Royals basketball on the Roncalli Media Network.
A proud supporter of Roncalli High School, Indy Teledata provides IT solutions for businesses and organizations in Central Indiana. For over 10 years, Steve Battiato and his team of professionals have provided comprehensive computing support, business telephone solutions, network infrastructure, and productivity suite integration. For a free evaluation of your technology needs, give Steve and his team a call at 317-231-5547 or visit us at indyteledata.com.
Steve's Flowers and Gifts is your family-owned Indianapolis and Greenwood florist. Our mission is to establish and maintain the highest level of floral value and customer service at comfortable consumer prices. For the best and freshest flowers in Indianapolis and surrounding areas, Steve's Flowers and Gifts has exactly what you're looking for. Check out our wide selection of flower arrangements to make your next occasion memorable. Call 317-787-3431 or visit us at 3150 East Thompson Road.
When looking for reliable HVAC professionals, look no further than Anne & Bartram Heating and Cooling. Whether you need a routine maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit, Anne & Bartram are available to handle all of your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs. Anne & Bartram strive to be the best, so call them today at 317-889-9574. They even have 24/7 emergency service. Call them today, Anne & Bartram, 317-889-9574. While others focus on simply facilitating a transaction, Century 21 agents like Sarah Lux believe in the value of delivering extraordinary experiences by defying mediocrity and always giving you 121%. Find your new home or sell your current home with the best. Contact Sarah Lux at 502-6253 or online at listwithlux.com. That's Sarah Lux at listwithlux.com. Listwithlux.com.
Sports fans, it's Mark Maloney with JC Bank. Whether tailgating or listening to the game at home, JC Bank invites you to BYOB. Be your own branch. Got a laptop with Wi-Fi or a smartphone? Well, BYOB 24/7 with JC Bank's online and mobile banking options. Hey, you can even apply for a mortgage online with JC Bank. And remember, we're happy to serve you at one of our local JC Bank offices too. And we'll be opening soon in Greenwood. Get in the game at jcbank.com/BYOB. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium. Your Royals taking on the Orioles. Let's go through starting lineups first for the visiting Orioles at 9-11 on the season. A 5'4 senior guard, number 1, Nyla Lewis, averaging 12 points a contest. A 5'9 senior forward, number 5, Hajo Walker, averaging 3 points and 5 rebounds a game. A 5'9 junior guard, a 5'11 senior forward, number 21, Haley Gungrich, averaging 6.3 points per contest and 5.1 rebounds per game. A 5'4 sophomore at one guard, 16.2 points a contest and 3 rebounds per game for Anaya Smith. And running them out, Amaya Bass, averaging 8 points and 2 rebounds per game. She's number 35. Head coach is Will Stahl, 16-28 in this, his second year at the helm. For your Roncalli Royals, slightly different starting lineup than we've seen in the past. A 5'6 junior guard, number 11, Claire Lindsay, averaging 12 points, 4 rebounds per game. A 5'9 senior forward, number 14, Josie Origer, averaging 2 points and 4 rebounds a night. A 6-foot freshman center getting the start tonight, number 20, Lydia Staley. A 5'8 senior guard, and the team's leading scorer, number 23, Cindy Horton, averaging 12 points and 3 rebounds a night. And rounding them out, a 5'7 junior guard, number 31, Taylor Turk, averaging 8 points and 3 rebounds per game. Head coach is Jason Sims, 16-4, and this is his first year at the helm with the Royals, 81-26, and this his 5th year overall. Royals in their home whites, red numerals and lettering, and the blue trim. Avon in their black unis, white numerals lettering, and the yellow trim.
Coach Stoll is also the unified track coach for Avon, which I compete in for Roncalli, so he's a great guy and a great coach for the girls of Avon, so it should be a great game tonight.
Never know where paths are going to cross. It's a nice little nugget there from Andrew. It'll be Haley Gingrich set to jump it up. Ball is tapped against Lydia Staley. Goes to Avon, and we're underway from the Vinnie. Smith has it at the top of this zone look for the Royals. She strays over to the far right side. Now over to Amaya Bass. Right side over to Smith. Smith in the corner on a baseline feed. They kick it back to her. Now she operates on the far right side. In between the circles, they swing left wing over to Walker. Walker now in the corner, a baseball pass over to Smith. She'll hoist a 3, and it drops home. Hit every part of the rim and rattled in. She shoots at only 25% from out there, but the Orioles strike first 3-0. Full court pressure applied. Royals break it. Horton has it at the top over to Claire Lindsay. On that far left wing, she thought about a triple. Picked up her dribble, though. Now needs help. Lindsay gives to Horton. No correction. That is Turk, who steps back for 3. Hits the front of the rim and rattles off. But I believe it was last touched by Avon. No, they'll say Lydia Staley got a hand in there, and it'll go back to the Orioles. Quick shot out of the gate there for the Royals.
Yeah, I think we need to take a little more time off the clock and find a better shot, but not a bad shot from Taylor.
Lewis under a screen, goes for three. Hits the back iron, will not drop for her. Rebound taken by the freshman in Staley. Turk sees the floor, has a man-to-man look to Turk far right wing. Looking for Horton, now gives Lindsay on the far left side as she strays towards the half-court line. Now looks around a double screen. She won't use it. She'll go all the way to the cup instead. Iron unkind off the window, and the rebound falls right to the Orioles. Royals looking for transition defense. They kick to Nyla Lewis right side, and she shuffled the feet before she took off to drive. So a turnover by the Orioles gives it right back to Roncalli, who are still looking for their first basket in this opening quarter.
That was great defense by Roncalli. Forces the turnover and gives us a chance to tie the game up or get within one.
Horton to Lindsay. Now Turk right side. Turk nearly bumped and went over the back with it. Instead, it's going to go to Horton on the right wing. That three-pointer drifted on her from the start, but the rebound to Orger. She goes up strong for a second chance. Can't get it to fall. Staley couldn't grab the rebound. Here comes Smith, 1-on-2. Smith, little stutter step, flips right side. Walker thought about a three. Instead, gives to Smith, who hits on the right wing for her second triple of the quarter. It's 6-0 Orioles.
Just got to play better defense. Can't leave the Orioles open for three.
Orger finds Staley. She went up with it, but she misfired. Second chance. Orger's good, and the Royals are on the board. It ends the run at 6-0. It's now 6-2 Roncalli. Orioles operate left wing. Now a floater pass to Smith. She'll take a teardrop from the elbow. It's off the mark. Like hot potato, that basketball nearly touched every Royal in the paint, but it finally falls to Staley, who gives to Horton. Horton at midcourt. Crosses the timeline with the left hand on the left wing, looking for a backdoor opportunity to Lindsay. She lost it, though, but Staley poked it right to Turk, whose baseline jumper won't go. Staley got a rebound, but then shot it immediately. It was a wild one by the freshman. The Orioles got the rebound. They stepped out of bounds. Roncalli will get the basketball back. A very chaotic possession right there, but it ends with Roncalli keeping the basketball underneath their own hoop. Horton, back to Staley. The defender overplayed. She goes up strong and is whacked. She'll go to the line for two.
That was a very wild sequence. Unfortunately for the Royals, they stepped out of bounds, but Lindsay's at the line for two shots here.
Claire Lindsay at the charity stripe. 3 dribbles, and she fires. It's good. Claire Lindsay is 73% free throw shooter on the season, leading the team in that category. Makes them both. Suddenly a 2-point game. Orioles 6, Royals 4. 3 minutes gone by in this opening frame. Coast to coast goes Lewis. Her layup high off the window. It's off the mark. Rebound taken by Horton, and the Royals are in a track race. It's a 3-on-2. Kick. Lindsay, left wing 3, and air ball. And a rebound taken by Haja Walker. Walker up the floor to Smith. Smith bumped from behind by Staley. She felt the defender on her hip and then took the foul. She will be up and back on her feet, but it'll be the first personal on the Royals. Lead to a quick sub as Josie Orger checks out. Brenna Cerny checks in.
I thought that was a little bit of acting there by Avon, but
well, it was a heads-up play by the sophomore in Smith. She knew where Staley was the whole way, waited for her to be on her hip, and then drew the contact. Smith tries a triple. It's off the mark. Rebound to Lewis. Turk didn't get to it. It's on the left wing. Walker for 3. An air ball on that end, and a rebound taken by Claire Lindsay. She's trapped between 2 defenders. A nice bounce feed to Horton, who navigates through traffic. Royals have numbers. Bounce feed to Staley. It's rejected on the recovery by the senior, Haja Walker. Royals will keep it. Baseline left underneath the Orioles hoop. Avon 6, Roncalli 4, 4:26 to play in this first quarter. Staley to trigger. Pump fakes once, looks right, now goes left. Horton gets it on the left wing in the corner. Now she strays towards the top of the arc on that left side to Cerny right wing. Waits for traffic. Now Lindsay at the top with the right hand. Her pass was deflected. She got it back, ripped it away, saves to Horton. Horton right side has Cerny on the left wing. All alone for 3. In and out. Rebound, Turk. She had it poked away, but that time a little too much contact with the body by Amaya Bass. It'll be the second foul on the Orioles. First foul on Bass. Royals will inbound baseline right. Lindsay to trigger. Has to get it in. In danger of 5 count, force it to Horton. Horton right to left, down the lane, it's good. Sydney Horton off the window, and it's a 6-0 run right back for the Royals. We're tied at 6.
That was a great play out of bounds.
Lewis down the lane, put it up and in. Count it and put her on the line. Orioles back in front 8-6. And a chance for a free throw opportunity for Nyla Lewis, a 67%er on the year as a team. Orioles come in shooting just 60% from the line. The senior quickly at the line, rattles out on her. Rebound Staley to Horton, now Cerny far left wing. She'll drive and kick. Lindsay, corner 3, got it! Claire Lindsay with 5. Royals' first lead of the ball game.
That was a nice shot by Claire Lindsay.
Under a screen, goes Smith, kick, corner, an answer, it's short, and Staley goes up for the rebound. Cerny had her pocket picked and was fouled by Smith. That's her first. That's the second on the team. Evan Thompson checks into the ball game. Thompson right in front of us gives to Horton. Horton far left side. 3:25 to play here in this first quarter. Horton went behind the back on the right wing, now drives left block off the window and put her on the line. Sydney Horton with 4 points here in the quarter. 4 points over the last 2.5 minutes. And a chance for a 3-point play. Royals' largest lead of the ball game at 3.
Nice strong take by Horton to the basket, got the contact, and looks to complete the 3-point play here.
Horton takes a couple dribbles, sets, fires, and got it. 5 points in the quarter for Horton. 12-8 advantage Roncalli. Up the floor quickly come the Orioles. At the top is Nevaeh Wren. In the corner left side, a baseball pass one-handed by Thompson, and the three-pointer won't go. Rebound Staley to Lindsay left wing. Lindsay inside out dribble. Waits for traffic to clear and a moving screen. Going to go against the Royals. Is it Staley or is it Horton? Let's wait and see. It'll be Staley. I believe that'll be Lydia's second. Staley, the freshman, checks out. Jasmine Horseman checks in.
Just got to slow down a little bit here, Staley. I know you're a freshman, but can't make that kind of error.
Inside out goes Lewis. Kicks in the corner. Right side they work. A little jab step action. Now Wren has it. Top of the arc with the right hand. Again against this Roncalli zone. She drifts, looks for a backdoor cut. It's not there. Gives to Lewis, right wing 3. Hits the front of the rim and rolls off to Cerny. Cerny waits for traffic to clear. Now gives to Horton. Sydney to Lindsay. A dribble. A 3. It's good! Claire Lindsay from downtown. Her second triple of the quarter, and the Orioles need a timeout. 2:27 to play in this opening quarter. Roncalli 15, Avon 8. Back in a moment on the Roncalli Media Network.
Marian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Marian University, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find out what you're made of. You can apply for free today at marian.edu.
Welcome back to Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium. (15-8) your score. Advantage Roncalli alongside Andrew Mason. I am Jimmy Cook. Orioles to inbound out of the timeout. A little bit of body contact there by Lindsay. Wren able to blow past it, and now they get Claire Lindsay. She'd been a bit too physical on the initial inbound and then commits the personal there. It's the first on Lindsay, but Coach Sims will have her check out. Bring in Sarah Roscoe. Roscoe, Horseman, Cerny, Horton, Thompson, the 5 out there for Roncalli. Far left wing operates Thompson for the Orioles. Now they work to Wren. Wren, top of the arc, a crossover, a drive, and she's hacked by Horseman.
Avon's only shooting 3 for 12 from the 2-point range so far, so that's why Roncalli has the early advantage.
First one up and in. One more upcoming for Wren. That one good as well. 15-10 your score. They give to Horseman on the left baseline to the Royals. They bring it up ahead. Horton, far right wing. Looking for a screen. Instead, she'll drive. Kicks to Thompson. Catch and shoot triple. Got it to go. Heaven Thompson from downtown. And the Royals' lead is 8, largest of the game, 18-10.
Nice shot by Thompson.
Wren kicks right side. 3. Thompson, an air ball. Rebound to Horton. Horton floats it to Thompson, who somehow gathers it to Roscoe. All alone in the corner for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound gathered by Avon. Royals want to hurry back defensively. Up the floor they go. Shot up and off the mark. Rebound gathered by Horton. Long 3 in the corner. Thompson, it's too strong. Rebound, a loose ball foul, going to go against Jasmine Horseman. It'll be her second.
Natalie Lehner and Lydia Staley are going to check back in for Roncalli here. For Horton and Horseman.
Orioles will bring it up the front court. It'll be Wren that does so. Pass on the far right baseline was tipped by Roncalli, they'll say.
I don't know about that. I thought she just threw the ball out of bounds, but the official had a better look than we did. So
yeah, he was closer to play on the baseline. They'll inbound baseline right, quickly into Walker, who pump fakes and hands off to Lewis. Lewis on the right wing to Bass. Bass top of the floor to Gringich, and that will not fall. Second chance, hit the floor hard, did Natalie Lehner, who's into the ball game. She's laboring a bit. Layup is up and in for Walker, and it is a 6-point game. Natalie Lehner in a little bit of pain. They're going to sub Claire Lindsay in for her as she is examined.
Hopefully Natalie's going to be okay.
We definitely hope so. She's grimacing a bit, holding her back. They inbound to Lindsay. Lindsay works right to left. Crosses over, operating left to right, though, on your broadcasting device. Now she goes down the left block, kicks Thompson. Thought about a triple. Heaven to Cerny at the Roncalli R. Now over to Roscoe, back to Lindsay, in between the circles. She'll operate with 25. An inside-out dribble on a crossover. Lindsay around a Staley screen. Now drifts to the corner. Finds Roscoe top of the arc. She hesitates. She bodies up to the left side to Thompson at the volleyball line. Lindsay fake the screen. They give to Cerny with 10. Cerny pressured, goes around it with 8. Lindsay with 6. Lindsay stops, pops, left it short with 3, and it goes out of bounds with 2.6 to play in the quarter.
Not a great shot by Roncalli, but Avon only has basically 2.5 seconds to catch it. And
plenty of time if you're an Oriole fan. Bass will trigger. Baseline right. She cannot run the baseline. Looks to get it in. Finds Smith with 2. Smith with 1. She'll heave from half court, and it's off the mark. End of 1. Advantage Royals. They're on top of Avon. 18-12. Second quarter up next on the Roncalli Media Network.
Sports fans, it's Mark Maloney with JC Bank. Whether tailgating or listening to the game at home, JC Bank invites you to BYOB. Be your own branch. Got a laptop with Wi-Fi or a smartphone? Well, BYOB 24/7. with JC Bank's online and mobile banking options. Hey, you can even apply for a mortgage online with JC Bank. And remember, we're happy to serve you at one of our local JC Bank offices too. And we'll be opening soon in Greenwood. Get in the game at jcbank.com/BYOB. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Providing comfort for families in their time of need is the main concern of the staff at Lauk Veldoff Funeral Home. We are a small family-owned firm and take great pride in the personal service we offer and the family-like atmosphere at our facility. At Lauk Veldoff, we only serve one family at a time, providing compassionate care and affordable options, truly part of your community. Lauk and Veldoff Funeral and Cremation Services. Call 317-636-6655.
Jimmy Cook started the second quarter. Royals with the basketball on a 6-point lead. Sidney Horton has it on the far left side, crosses over and lost it off her leg out of bounds. It'll go to Avon. Royals outscored the Orioles 18-12 in that first quarter, led by 8 points from Claire Lindsay, including 2 triples from beyond the arc. And any stats that really jumped out to you in that first quarter?
Avon's only shooting 2 from 10 from 3, so if we can keep that up, we have a good chance of winning the game. So,
pass in the corner on a baseline feed. That shot's off the mark. Walker ripped down the rebound. Lewis to the cup. It's blocked by Origer. And an outlet to Horton. Horton pump fakes the pass. Goes all the way to the rim. Sydney, it's wide open for her, and she lays it up and in. 7 points for Claire Lindsay. Lead back to 8, 20-12. All the way on the other end, a nice layup is good by Anna Smith. She's up to 8 points. And it's a 6-point game.
That was a nice drive by Miss Smith there. She knew where the defense wasn't, and that was a good shot.
Horton battling through, leaves for Origer, and an offensive foul called against Roncalli. Camping in the lane was Nyla Lewis. She was ready for it the whole way, and the first foul on Sydney Horton.
Unfortunately, that was a great call. I think she was in position.
Yep. She was ready for it the whole way. Orioles get the basketball back. Smith at the top, crosses up on Horton, hits the brakes, goes up and under, leaves to Walker, elbow, no. Thompson taps at the rebound right to Smith. Her layup is no good, but Smith still fights for the rebound, ripped it away. Right side, Wren for 3, in and out, and a rebound taken by Turk. Turk trying to get it up the floor, and she will. Turk has numbers now to Thompson. Thompson to Origer. Origer the layup. It's good. Weave executed to perfection by the Royals. Origer now with 4, and it's 22-14. Smith. Left side, Lewis. Lewis around a screen. Right at Turk. Kicks. Long baseline 2 is good. That's a 2-point basket for Amaya Bass, and it is a 6-point game just like that. Horton down the lane, kicks to Turk. It was tipped. It'll stay on this end.
Just got to keep solid on the defensive end here. When we play these, we just got to keep solid and don't let them have easy baskets.
Horton receives the inbound, baseline right. Top of the arc. She operates over to Turk. Turk around a screen. On the right wing, what a crossover by Claire Lindsay, who laid it up and in. Put the Orioles on skates. Claire Lindsay into double figures with 10.
I think that's one of the best moves I've seen all season by any Roncalli player.
Wren receives it in the corner, floats down the lane and scores. They answer right back, 24-18. Horton walks it ahead. Man-to-man look this time. Around a screen from Origer. Horton leaves to Turk. Turk left wing, goes right side, now spins back left to the cup. She was whacked and will go to the line for 2 free throws.
That was a great
foul went, sorry, Andrew. Foul went against Bass, her second.
That was a great drive by Taylor there. Took the contact. Unfortunately, couldn't get the shot to go, but shot to earn it the hard way by shooting 2.
Turk at the line, a 67% free throw shooter. Takes 3 dribbles. A deep breath, and she fires. It's off the mark. Hit the back iron.
Substitution for Avon, number 21, which is Grinchich. Taylor made the second one of 2 at the line.
I have some breaking news to report when we get back. As Andrew mentioned, that free throw is good. 25-18 your score. Down the lane goes Smith. She puts it up and in. Remind me about the news. I'm going to forget about it here in a second.
All right.
Horton on the right side, flips over to Claire Lindsay, who fires for 3. She was feeling it, but that one's too strong. Rebound out to Smith. They can make this a 2-point game or a 3-point game, depending on how they play it. Ball movement over to Lewis. Lewis right side. Ball was stripped, taken by Lindsay. She's on the deck, bounce feed Orger, and a timeout taken by Coach Sims. 30-second timeout. We will stay here with 4:32 to play in this second quarter. Roncalli leads 25-20. Well, the breaking news. The breaking news that I'm going to share now. It's not really breaking news because it just went out on a mass voicemail. But I just got a call from Roncalli High School a moment ago, and I wondered to myself, well, why is Kevin Bonich calling me? Principal Bonich, excuse me. Why is Principal Bonich calling me at 8:08 on a Tuesday? Well, it will be an e-learning day for Roncalli High School tomorrow. So there you go. There's some breaking news shared. I saw applause from my broadcast partner, but not from the student media members here. So anyway, e-learning day tomorrow for Roncalli per Kevin Bonich. So there you go.
Probably the safest route to keep everyone safe from the icy conditions.
A lot of ice, a lot of snow. Everybody be safe out there. Out of the timeout, Roncalli has the basketball, though inbound. Horton crosses the timeline, kicks left side to Cerny. Little pump fake, handoff to Horton. Horton at the top of the arc to Lindsay. She drives down the lane. Layup would not drop for her, and the rebound is cleared by Smith. Smith up ahead, right side, hesitates, goes between the legs, now goes around a screen. Beautiful freeze on the crossover. Ran out of room, though, and Cerny takes it away. Cerny to Horton on the flip pass, left wing. She goes full steam ahead in the kick to the corner. Lindsay extra pass, Turk for 3, got it!
Nice ball movement. That's what you call teamwork.
Taylor Turk from downtown. Royals lead back to 8, 28-20. Wren, far right side, matched up with Cerny. Hands off to Smith. Smith at the top of the free throw line to Gingrich, who is whacked on the drive.
I thought they got the ball, but apparently not, says Mr. Referee.
Official says no. (28-20) your score. Haley Gingrich at the line, a 72% free throw shooter on the season. Roscoe and Horseman will check into the ball game for the Royals. Horton and Orger take a seat. So it's Horseman, Cerny, Roscoe, Turk, Lindsay. The 5 out there for Roncalli. 3:38 to play, first half. One more upcoming for the Orioles. That free throw is short. Rebound Roscoe, and Smith came over the back that time. Looks over, surprised, but easy call for the official on the far left side. That's going to be Smith's 3rd foul. And that's big because Anaya Smith, at least by all things considered, very, very talented guard, team's leading scorer. Be interesting to see that unfold the rest of the way. Cerny nearly lost that pass. She did, in fact. It goes to Lindsay. Roscoe far left wing around a Jasmine screen. Tried to cross over. She does. At the left block, it's rejected defensively and saved somehow by Amaya Bass. Up the floor comes Wren to the cup. Whacked. Can't turn it home, but a chance for 2 the hard way at the line.
I thought that was a foul on Avon on the other end, but
Wren at the line for 2 free ones.
number 35 for Avon coming in is Bass.
One more upcoming for Wren. Gets him to go. 6 points for her, 28-23. Roncalli's lead down to 5. Lindsay to Roscoe, left corner. Horseman sets a screen. She'll go around it to Turk, top of the arc. Taylor, left side. Roscoe wanted it, now says give to Lindsay. Lindsay right side, over to Roscoe, left wing. Sarah, bounce feed Horseman. Jasmine to Cerny in the corner, right side. Turk left wing. She'll drive. She's fouled on the floor. It's the 7th team foul, though, by the Orioles, so the bonus is in effect, and we'll get a 1-and-1 opportunity upcoming for Taylor Turk.
It's what you want every time. Try the ball to the basket and try to make the defense either give up on the play or commit a foul.
Turk at the line. Couple dribbles. She'll spin. She'll crouch. Off the mark. Rebound tapped at and gathered by the Orioles. Up ahead 2-on-2. Pass in the corner. Ran a dribble. A 3. Short. Rebound to Lindsay. And now she'll go full steam ahead. Claire goes to the cup. Scoop layup. No. Rebound Horseman to Roscoe. Turk left wing. 3 in the air and through the bottom of the net. Taylor Turk knocks it down. Her second triple of the quarter. And it's 31-23, back to an 8-point lead. Pass baseline, goes Gingrich, she's whacked. Second time she's driven to the cup and has been fouled en route.
I'm not arguing that foul. I could see it from here. She got some of the arm on Avon.
2:18 to play in this second quarter. 31-23, advantage Roncalli. At the line is Gingrich.
Right now, Avon's 6 from 9 from the free throw line, so they're shooting pretty well. So if you're Roncalli, you want to limit as much as they can get to the free throw line for Avon. Don't want to give them free shot when the points when the clock stops.
Gingrich, second one, no. Rebound Cerny. Cerny to Lindsay. In between the circles, left side. Drifts towards that far left sideline. Now waits for the double screen. She'll use it. Full steam ahead. Handoff Cerny. Right wing. At the top is Jordan Hendricks to Turk in the corner. Little pick and pop action. Turk in the paint to Lindsay. She bodies through. Scoop layup nearly went down. She nearly, it was a granny shot almost from her hip. Nearly got it to go off the window, but she was fouled anyway. So 2 free throws upcoming for Claire Lindsay. Literally shot that from her hip.
Yeah.
Lindsay's free throw is clean. 11 points for Claire Lindsay. Sub at the table. Soraya Hart checks out. Nyla Lewis back in. Lindsay at the line. Got them both.
I don't want to jinx it here, but she's 100% from the line right now.
She is perfect. Has not missed yet. 12 points for Lindsay. Lead is 9. Largest of the game, 33-24. Short shot from about 5 feet is misfired by the Orioles. Rebound by Horseman to Lindsay. Coach Sims says, let's be patient here.
I would agree.
3 in the corner for Hendricks. Just off the mark. Rebound taken up the floor. Come the Orioles, and that shot was like a pass almost. Bodies on the deck for this loose ball. It's going to be a jump ball tie-up. The arrow will favor the Orioles. .120 to play first half. Royals by 9. Orioles to trigger baseline right. Wren will inbound. Fakes to the left. Now looks back. Nothing there. It gets it into Lewis. Lewis from the right elbow. Nice shot.
Nice shot by Avon off the inbounds play.
33-26. Left side to Hendricks for 3. That's good. Jordan Hendricks from downtown. Her first points of the night, and the lead is 10. 36-26 with 55 seconds to play in this first half. Bass the top, thought about a 3. Back to Lewis in the corner. Extra pass, 3 in the air, and through the bottom of the net for Nevaeh Wren. 40 seconds to go in this first half. 36-29 Royals.
You got to guard every one of those Oriole shooters. They can all make a 3 at any given point of the game.
Cerny to Turk, nearly had her pocket picked. In trouble, finds Hendricks. Hendricks left side, a screen. She's in trouble, thought she was fouled. Turk looking for the loose ball. It's ripped away. Up the floor they go. It's stolen away by Lindsay. 20 seconds. Cerny baseline, at the right block, bumped, no, power dribble, Turk. She turns around, went right into contact. Official says no. Final 10 seconds. Bodies on the deck. Loose ball, jump ball, tie-up favors Roncalli with 7.5 to go in the half.
I thought when Jordan Hendricks took the ball to the basket the first time, I thought that should have been a shooting foul, but it's good to see Natalie Lehner come back in the game after a scary incident in the first quarter.
Jordan Hendricks will check out. 36-29, Royals by 7. They'll inbound on the other end of the scorer's table, right to our right. 7.5 to play. They go into the backcourt to Lindsay with 6. Lindsay with 4. Lindsay with 3. Crosses over with 2. Down the lane, Claire Lindsay at the horn. Executed to perfection. And it caps off a 6-point second quarter for Lindsay, a 14-point first half for her, and a 9-point lead to make it 38-29 for Roncalli at the halftime break.
Yeah, that was a great first half by Roncalli. Keep it up, we'll win the game. Just a couple interesting numbers I have collected. Avon's only 3 from 12 from deep. If we can keep that up, we should win. Avon is only 9 for 27 from 2-point range. Just if we keep these defensive numbers up, we'll have a good thing. Defense wins championships, not offense. That's what they say, at least. But
we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the Tom O'Brien Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram halftime show. Again, our score at the intermission: Roncalli 38, Avon 29. Back in about 2.5 for the Tom O'Brien Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram halftime show on the Roncalli Media Network.
A proud supporter of Roncalli High School, Indy Teledata provides IT solutions for businesses and organizations in central Indiana. For over 10 years, Steve Battiato and his team of professionals have provided comprehensive computing support, business telephone solutions, network infrastructure, and productivity suite integration. For a free evaluation of your technology needs, give Steve and his team a call at 317-231-5547 or visit us at indyteledata.com.
Never lose your drive to deliver. Today's logistics marketplace is an ever-changing landscape where you can make your mark through dedication and passion. At Spot, these characteristics, along with drive and teamwork, form the basis for a rewarding, fast-paced career. Take it from our Roncalli co-founder and our dynamic group of Royals alumni. They've never lost the entrepreneurial spirit that provides the foundation for our continued success. There's never been a time like this, and there has never been a partner like Spot. We're relentless, we are experts, we are accomplished, and like you, we will never lose our drive to deliver. Come find your spot at spotinc.com/careers. Go Royals! Hey, maybe the summer blew by and your child hasn't been to his or her back-to-school eye exam. Let the experts take a look and schedule an appointment today with Vision Quest Eye Care. Vision Quest has 2 locations to serve you and your family in Greenwood and Geist. Visit VisionQuestEyeCare.com and schedule today. That's VisionQuestEyeCare.com. This past spring, Roncalli celebrated Roar Survival Safari. We want to once again thank those sponsors that made such a special night possible: Ascension St. Vincent, Marian University, Steve's Flowers and Gifts, Indy Teledata, Harding Poorman, Laundry and Tan Connection, O'Reilly Branson Funeral Service and Crematory, Quality Supply and Tool Company, James Babcock Incorporated, Wolf Family Dentistry, Catholic Business Network, Indiana Members Credit Union, Beck Automotive, and the Catholic Youth Organization. Thanks to all these great sponsors for contributing to our adventure at Roar Survival Safari.
Difficulties on the video end, but we're working hard to get that rolling. And if you're joining us on RoncalliMediaNetwork.com and just listening to the audio feed, well, we appreciate you joining us all the same as well. At the halftime break, Roncalli in front by 9, 38-29, alongside Andrew Mason. I am Jimmy Cook. Andrew, the Royals were the better team through one half of basketball in a lot of different areas, particularly bringing the pace from a physicality standpoint, outworking Avon, hitting a couple of triples from downtown, and the performance by Claire Lindsay in that first half was absolutely sensational. 14 points for her, including 8 in the first quarter.
Yeah, what an amazing performance by Claire Lindsay. As I said before half, Avon's not doing too well from either side, the 3 or the 2. And I think as long as I saw a couple of this in the first half, if Roncalli can close on the 3 of Avon, they should be able to win this game by much more than what the margin is right now. And as I have my notes here, expect a lot of more fouls in the second half. Avon usually commits about 18 fouls a game, and Roncalli commits about 17. So I expect we should get in the 1-1 and the double bonus very early if that stat holds.
Well, it'll depend how this game flow operates. Not a ton of fouls in that first half, and sometimes, to your point, trends like that can be broken if it's a fast-paced game like it was through 2 quarters of play. We're going to take our first break here on the Tom O'Brien Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram halftime show. We come back, we'll run through final numbers one last time and give you thoughts on first half and second half adjustments before ultimately getting the third quarter started. Again, at the intermission, Roncalli leads Avon 38-29. Back in 2 minutes on the Roncalli Media Network.
Meet Zach. Zach rides everywhere, day and night, rain or shine. At Indiana Members Credit Union, we know Zach. We know he's been saving up for a car. We're here to help Zach and you. Now get pre-approved for auto financing as low as 3.99% APR. Today, it's all about Zach. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters. Rates subject to credit approval and valid on purchase of 2020 or newer vehicles. Learn more at imcu.com.
Hi folks, it's Ben Stallings with Beck Service Center. Automotive breakdowns and routine maintenance never come at a good time. Let us help take the stress out of your automotive repairs. With 10 mechanics and 32 bays, we can get you back up and running with minimal downtime. Quality parts, experienced mechanics, locally owned and operated since 1977. Located at the southeast corner of Madison and Edgewood, we are pretty darn good at fixing cars. Let's go Royals.
Harding Porman is a full-service printing and brand communications company. From creative services and strategy to print, signage, digital output, warehousing and fulfillment, mailing, e-commerce storefronts, and even mobile solutions. They are dedicating to helping their clients get the most out of their brand communication efforts with the quality they can see and results they can be sure of. Get the most out of your brand communications. Certified to be the best, Harding Porman.
Marian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Marian University, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find out what you're made of. You can apply for free today at marian.edu.
Let's take a look at the point totals before we go to break one more time. Claire Lindsay with 14 points to lead all scorers. 7 points apiece for Taylor Turk and Cindy Horton. 4 points for Jordan Hendricks. For the Avon Orioles, 10 points to lead all scorers by Anaya Smith. 9 points from Nevaeh Wren. 4 points for Nyla Lewis. 2 points for Amaya Bass. 2 points for Haley Gingrich. And 2 points for Haja Walker. Royals outscored them 18-12 and 20-17 in those 2 quarters and lead 38-29 at the break. Back in 90 seconds for the start of the third quarter on the Roncalli Media Network.
Sports fans, it's Mark Maloney with JC Bank. Whether tailgating or listening to the game at home, JC Bank invites you to BYOB. Be your own branch. Got a laptop with Wi-Fi or a smartphone? Well, BYOB 24/7 with JC Bank's online and mobile banking options. Hey, you can even apply for a mortgage online with JC Bank. And remember, we're happy to serve you at one of our local JC Bank offices too. And we'll be opening soon in Greenwood. Get in the game at jcbank.com/BYOB. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
While others focus on simply facilitating a transaction, Century 21 agents like Sarah Lux believe in the value of delivering extraordinary experiences by defying mediocrity and always giving you 121%. Find your new home or sell your current home with the best. Contact Sarah Lux at 502-6253 or online at listwithlux.com. That's Sarah Lux at listwithlux.com. Listwithlux.com.
A proud supporter of Roncalli High School, Indy Teledata provides IT solutions for businesses and organizations in central Indiana. For over 10 years, Steve Battiato and his team of professionals have provided comprehensive computing support, business telephone solutions, network infrastructure, and productivity suite integration. For a free evaluation of your technology needs, give Steve and his team a call at 317-231-5547 or visit us at indyteledata.com.
Elbow jumper won't go. Rebound Horton, pass ahead to Cerny. Up the floor, left wing, leaves to Lindsay. Lindsay nearly picked up that pivot foot, but did not. Works the right hand, top of the arc. Crosses over to Orger. Orger down the lane, gives to Horton left side. It's Horton, Turk, Cerny, Lindsay, Orger. The five out there. Backdoor cut Lindsay. Ball was kicked by the Orioles. It'll stay on this end.
Just as a quick note, when Horton comes back in, she has 3 fouls. So when Coach Sims decides to put her back in, it must be very crucial. She better watch out.
Yep, we'll have to track that. Horton on the inbound pass, right wing. Horton gives to Lindsay. Lindsay around a screen, got it to go from the right elbow.
That could have been an illegal screen on Horton. She kind of put a little contact on Avon there.
Looked like she was straight up from my vantage point, but she did hit the deck, so that has to be acknowledged. Right side, Smith, top of the arc to Bass, fakes a pass, shoots a 3. It rattles out. Rebound Orger to Lindsay. Royals in front by 11. Their largest lead of the game at 40-29 with 6:50 to go here in the third. Horton at half court, operating right to left. Works with the left hand, now switches to the right. Looking for a corner, finds it, layup, got in too deep. Rebound Josie, put back no. Second chance, she was whacked, they say no. Rebound falls to Smith, who squirts out ahead on the left side. Smith looked like she carried it from our vantage point, up the floor right side, finds an opening to Walker, who lays it up and in.
Yeah, I agree. I thought she might have committed a carrying violation, but they didn't call it. Move on.
Horton gives over to Lindsay left side. At the top of the arc now. Handoff Turk. Turk back on the left wing to Orger. Opposite side Lindsay. Lindsay waiting for some traffic to clear. Crosses over. Down the lane. Kick. Turk 3 in the air. Through the bottom of the net. Taylor Turk knocks it down. 10 points for Taylor. And the lead is 12, 43-21.
That's worked all night for Roncalli. That's worked all night for Roncalli. Find the open girl and let her shoot it.
Long 3 is answered by Bass, and a timeout taken by Avon. Wait to see if it's a 30 or a full. No designation yet from the officials. A 30-second timeout. We will stay here. 5:41 to play in this third quarter. Roncalli on top, 43-34. Coach Sims not happy with the rotational defense there that time, letting a shooter get open for 3 in the corner.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree. You can hear what he's saying, telling Josie to basically get on the Avon girl. Can't leave them open. They can hit threes, and they can get right back in this game. It's only 9 points right now, so it's 3 possessions.
Plenty of time. 5:41 to play in this third quarter. Royals will leave the huddle. Cerny will trigger. That was a timeout by Avon for those keeping track at home. Inbounded Cerny to Turk, gives back to Cerny. They got to get it across the timeline. Full court pressure up the left side to Lindsay. Lindsay goes full speed ahead, leaves it in the corner for Origer. Origer was bumped and fouled by Madison Harris, the senior, who just checked in for the first time after that timeout. It is Bass, Harris, Smith, Lewis, Hart, the 5 out there for the Orioles. Horton goes behind the back, left wing, leaves for Lindsay. Lindsay, elbow, pull up, no. Rebound, Harris. Harris up ahead to Bass, waits for Smith, gives it to her left wing, 3 in the air, off the mark. Rebound is fought for, taken, and missed by Hart, but she was fouled, so she'll go to the line with 5:10 to go. So far, your comment about the fouls ringing true. Already 2 fouls here in about 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
We got lucky when Avon was open at the top of the key for 3.
She did miss that. Hart up, off the mark. One more upcoming for the sophomore. A 55% free throw shooter on the season. Receives the basketball for one more. That one's off the mark as well. Same team fighting for the rebound. Cerny gets it up ahead to Horton. Horton has space in front of her. Gives to Lindsay. Lindsay kicks. Turk, 3. Corner, no. Rebound, fought for, gathered by Harris. Up ahead, Smith. Smith got Staley in the first half for a foul. Won't get it there. Instead gives right side Bass. Bass the top. 3, Lewis, short. Rebound, Lindsay. Lindsay works up ahead. Orioles back defensively. Lindsay, coast to coast to the cup. No, rebound Harris. And a loose ball foul going to go against Roncalli. That'll go against Lydia Staley. That'll be her 3rd.
The Avon fans behind us wanted an offensive foul, and I could see why. I think she might have used her a little bit of her shoulder.
Well, it was tough. It was speed contact. The defender just flew away, hit the deck. Officials viewed it as a bang-bang play. Pass left side, corner. Lewis thought about a triple. Instead, knifes down the lane. Layup rolled off on her. Rebound, Horton, who able to somehow keep her dribble up ahead to Lindsay. Lindsay right side, full head of steam, and was bumped and blocked by Harris. That'll get the ire of the Avon fans, but the offensive player has a right to that space just as much as the defender. And Cerny was bumped and fouled away from the play. Didn't get that call. She's going to go to the bench. Evan Thompson checks in. Horton to trigger, baseline right. Thompson, Horton, Staley, Lindsay, Turk, the 5 out there for Roncalli. Bounce past Lindsay. Lindsay fakes the handoff to Horton. Now goes right to left. Looking for a cut. It's not there. Turned over. Staley fights for it. And a jump ball tie-up is the call.
Going to be with Roncalli possession.
Good point there, Andrew. So we'll stay on this end. Alternating possession arrow favors Roncalli. 4:10 to play in this 3rd quarter. 43-34 Roncalli. Lindsay to trigger. Looks, gets to Horton. Right side. Horton puts it on the deck, leaves for Thompson. Pocket picked by Smith. She's off to the races. Waits for the contact and lost it out of bounds. She was waiting the whole way to try to draw the defender. Lost it off her foot. Out of bounds. Roncalli gets a break there.
Yes, Roncalli. That was not a very good pass by Horton. And they got lucky with losing the ball out of bounds.
Horton to Turk. Turk trying to break this trap. It's deflected. She bats it away out of the air. Finds Lindsay. They got to get it across. Lindsay bounce ahead. Bodies are going to fight for this basketball. It's ultimately going to be a jump ball tie-up. And the arrow
Avon
will go to Avon.
That was great pressure by Avon and made us a little uncomfortable there, and overall just good.
Wren to trigger. Hands to Smith. Royals by 9, 3:45 to play, 3rd quarter. Smith crosses over on Thompson. Feels around her. Backdoor cut. Miscommunication. Lewis lost it out of bounds. It'll stay with Roncalli, or go back to Roncalli, I beg your pardon, with 3:42 to play in the 3rd. Full court pressure applied. Lindsay looks up ahead, looks for help, finds Turk, but they're going the wrong way with it. Over to Lindsay. Claire gets it across. Lindsay, full speed, bounce feed, Thompson. It was kicked out of bounds. It will stay on this end.
They did the same thing, but Claire Lindsay was smart enough to recognize the hole in the press and got it across the 10-second line.
Lindsay to trigger, baseline right. Fakes right, now finds Horton right corner. Sydney to Turk. Turk to Lindsay left side. Lindsay works the right hand around a Staley screen, goes to the rim, missed it, but it will go to the line for 2.
That was a great take by Claire Lindsay.
Foul's going to go against Hart, her second. The third on Avon at the line, Claire Lindsay. Gets that to go. One more for Claire. That one's good as well. 18 points for Claire Lindsay. Lead is 11, 45-34. With 3:24 to play here in the third.
Still a lot of time left in this contest.
I looked at you because I wanted to see if you're going to acknowledge that she hasn't missed a free throw yet tonight.
That's true, yeah. She's 6 for 6.
Right side, Thompson, long three. It just kind of died on the back of the iron. Rebound taken by Hendricks. Horton thought she was fouled. It squirts up ahead to Hart, who put a wild shot up in an offensive foul. Sliding in was Jordan Hendricks to take the charge. What a play by the senior.
That was a great call by the official. I think she was set, and I thought Horton might have gotten fouled on the ground. I think the Avon girl might have grabbed her arm, but
that's the third on Hart. Full court pressure once again applied. It's inbounded to Lindsay. Lindsay to Hendricks, up ahead to Horton. Horton to Hendricks, finds Lindsay in the middle. Thought about a bounce feed, nearly traveled. Lindsay down the lane, body contact, no. Thompson to Horton, her first free look tonight. It's too long. Board secured by the Orioles. Full speed ahead goes Lewis. Right side, down the lane, navigates through and was fouled. There were 4 Royals there. It's either Horton or Hendricks. Let's see where it goes. It's on Jordan. Her first. Third on the Royals with 2:43 to play here in this third quarter. Roncalli 45, Avon 34.
don't let them score. Don't commit fouls with the clock stop. I know it's the third quarter, but get back in this game.
Yep, gives them an opportunity. Right you are. Free throw for Lewis is good. We got to figure Avon is talented enough that a run is going to arrive at some point. How the Royals respond to said run is what's going to decide this ball game.
I totally agree.
One more for Lewis. That's good as well. 6 points for her. 45-36, 9-point game. Inbound to Horton. Now she's got space. Horton right side, hits the brakes quickly. Works to Lindsay. Top of the arc. Claire, foul line, pull up. Too strong. Board Thompson. Back to Lindsay right side. Claire, second chance. Horton in the corner to Hendricks. Jordan flips to Thompson, far right volleyball line. Now Lindsay opposite side of the floor. Has a double screen if she wants it. She fakes, now will use it. Goes around it. Right side, Lindsay to Hendricks. Right wing, Horton. Top of the arc. She'll pull from the volleyball line. It's good! Sydney Horton from downtown, and the Royals have their largest lead at 12. 48-36 with 2:10 to go here in the third.
Roncalli has called a full timeout.
We will take it with them. Roncalli 48, Orioles 36. Back in 40 seconds on the Roncalli Media Network.
Never lose your drive to deliver. Today's logistics marketplace is an ever-changing landscape where you can make your mark through dedication and passion. At Spot, these characteristics, along with drive and teamwork, form the basis for a rewarding, fast-paced career. Take it from our Roncalli co-founder and our dynamic group of Royals alumni. They've never lost the entrepreneurial spirit that provides the foundation for our continued success. There's never been a time like this, and there has never been a partner like Spot. We're relentless, we are experts, we are accomplished, and like you, we will never lose our drive to deliver. Come find your spot at spotinc.com/careers. Go Royals!
48, Avon 36. Royals lead it by 12. Andrew Mason to my right. I am Jimmy Cook out of the full timeout by Coach Sims after a Sydney Horton 3 that was nearly from the Southport sectional.
I think that was a smart timeout by Sims. Get the girls a little breather.
Lewis right out of the timeout for 3. It's a brick, and the rebound taken by Staley. Staley to Horton. She'll walk it ahead under 2 to play, third quarter. Double screen to her right if she wants it. She'll drift that way. Will go that way. Flips to Hendricks, right side. Lindsay top of the arc. Down the right lane. Navigates to Horton. Thought about a 3. Sydney down the lane was hit on the wrist and will go to the line for 2 free ones.
That's a good call by the official. Horton clearly got smacked on the arm. Jasmine Hortman set to check in for the Royals.
Horton at the line. Off the mark. One more upcoming. Sub at the table. Jasmine Horseman, as Andrew mentioned earlier, has 3 fouls, so we'll keep a track of that. Staley checks out. Sarah Roscoe about checking the ball game, but I believe for the shooter in Horton. So if she makes this, Roscoe will check in with 1:45 to play in the third. Horton gets them both to go, and indeed she'll get a quick breather. Sydney Horton up to 11 points unofficially. 49-36. Roncalli leads by 13. In the corner, 3 is an air ball. Lindsay had it poked away. Thompson up ahead to Roscoe. 2-on-1. Sarah to Hendricks. Morgan spins, and the lane open up for her. She lays it up and in.
Yeah, nice offensive play. Nice to slow it down and recognize Hendricks for an easy layup.
51-36. Avon faithful behind us, not happy. Past the corner, left side. It's a 3, and it's good for Maya Thompson. Her first triple of the ball game. 51-39.
That's just Avon's 5th 3 of the game, so we played pretty good defense.
Lindsay up ahead, walked right into it. Right side goes Wren. Off the circus shot. Barely even aiming for the rim, and a foul going to be called. .59 seconds to play, third quarter. At the line goes Wren. Foul went against Lindsay, her second.
I don't know if that was a foul. I don't know what she was doing with the basketball.
I mean, there was a little bit of body contact there, but it's a wild shot with the left hand 10 feet away from the rim.
Yeah, I don't think she was under control when she had control of the basketball. But
second free throw up and good. 51-40. Roscoe, baseball pass Thompson to Lindsay, left side. Lindsay adjusts, match up with Lewis. 50 seconds to play in this third quarter. Gives to Thompson, left corner. Thompson now up to the left wing. Looking for help, gives to Lindsay. Lindsay has a screen, won't use it. Instead, she leaves to Horseman, nearly lost it, over to Roscoe. Roscoe left side. Now with the right hand with 33. Roscoe, beautiful dribble move. Bounce feed Horseman. She couldn't gather it. Up the floor come the Orioles. Horseman didn't give up on the play. Forced the jump ball tie up. What an effort by Jasmine Horseman. The junior forces the arrow, and it'll favor Roncalli.
I love the aggressiveness Horseman has, even with 3 fouls. She got the basketball, no part of the Avon body, and that rewards Roncalli with possession.
Natalie Lehner and Sydney Horton set to check back into the ball game for Roncalli. Claire Lindsay will check out, as will Evan Thompson, with 25 seconds to play in this third quarter. Roncalli leading by 11. They inbound to Horton. Horton left side to Hendricks. Jordan gives to Horton. Back to Roscoe, through a defender. Sarah to the cup, Euro step, left it short. Rebound tapped that though to Lehner. Lehner in the corner with 10. To Roscoe with 8. It's poked away right in front of the scorer's table. 9.4, it'll stay with Roncalli. Horton to trigger. Horton to trigger right in front of us. 9 seconds to play in the quarter. Looks left, gives to Turk. Turk fakes to Horton. Turk turns, right side, scoop, layup is good. 4 seconds to play in the third quarter. Royals by 13. Smith will hoist at the horn. Hits the back of the iron. Heck of a look for the sophomore, but the Royals lead it by 13. 53-40. Final quarter up next on the Roncalli Media Network.
Sports fans, it's Mark Maloney with JC Bank. Whether tailgating or listening to the game at home, JC Bank invites you to BYOB. Be your own branch. Got a laptop with Wi-Fi or a smartphone? Well, BYOB 24/7 with JC Bank's online and mobile banking options. Hey, you can even apply for a mortgage online with JC Bank. And remember, we're happy to serve you at one of our local JC Bank offices too. And we'll be opening soon in Greenwood. Get in the game at jcbank.com/BYOB. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Providing comfort for families in their time of need is the main concern of the staff at Lauk Veldoff Funeral Home. We are a small family-owned firm and take great pride in the personal service we offer and the family-like atmosphere at our facility. At Lauk Veldoff, we only serve one family at a time, providing compassionate care and affordable options, truly part of your community. Lauk and Veldoff Funeral and Cremation Services. Call 317-636-6655.
Over, jump ball tie-up. No, it's not a jump ball tie-up. It's stripped away by Turk to Claire Lindsay. Lindsay navigates through traffic. No pressure's there. She crosses over at the volleyball line to the right side. Lindsay over to Cerny. Cerny at the half-court line to Turk in the paint. Taylor. No. Rebound, Origer. A dribble off the window, and it goes down. Josie Origer now with 6 points. Everybody's okay after a collision. Roncalli has their largest lead of the game, tied for their largest lead of the game at 55-40. Avon fans behind us, none too happy. They wanted an offensive foul there, I suppose. Smith will bring it up left side. Their team in a 15-point hole. Smith down the lane, off the window and in.
Great take by Avon there. She found where the defender was and has a chance for a three-point play.
And Aya Smith got it to go. She's got a chance for a three-point play. Short, and she left the lane first. Lane violation on Smith. Cerny will trigger to Lindsay. Lindsay to Cerny. Pump fakes. Now gets to Lindsay. They got to get it across the timeline. Lindsay full steam ahead and unable to get it across the 10-second count. Lindsay had to get it across the floor, but unable to find an opening. Had some help there, but just didn't pass the ball.
That's very good try by Avon. They did it a couple times, didn't work, but this time it unfortunately did work.
Smith, right side, rolls in his own. Kicks left side over to Lewis. Lewis, little jab step to Wren. Wren down the lane, leaves for Smith. 3 right side, short. Rebound, Horton. Horton lets the traffic clear. Now brings it across in the corner to Cerny to Lindsay. Lindsay left wing. Top of the arc. Turk, right side. Goes behind the back. Nobody's home. It somehow finds Lindsay. Lindsay left side. Down the lane. Her bounce pass is forced. Smith somehow gathers it. Smith up ahead. Right at Horton. She's fouled and one. And here comes the Avon run. Count the basket. 55-44.
Foul's going to be on Sydney Horton. Her third. It's going to be the 16th foul.
Sonny fouls the rest of the way by the Royals. Will lead to free throws.
This is what I mentioned at halftime. This is going to be a lot more whistle-heavy referee crew.
Free throw is short. Royals didn't box out. Rebound Walker. 9-point game. And the Royals' struggles all year have been closing out games. Roncalli, they've done it, but they've had drama with it. Horton had her pocket picked from behind by Smith. Loose ball gathered by the Orioles. Up ahead they go to Wren. Wren right side. Looking for Smith. They'll feed the hot hand on the right wing. The sophomore through traffic. Off the window, no. Rebound, fought for, and a shooting foul. Walker will go to the charity stripe with 6:01 to play in this final quarter. Foul's going to go on Oregon.
I don't know if this is the right thing to say, but honestly, you almost want to let her have it there because that puts them in the single bonus the rest of the way of the game. So it's a bad situation for the Royals.
It's tough waters for the Royals to navigate through, but you're not going to have an easy night in Sectional 11 play that starts next week. Free throw front and off the mark. Rebound to Oregon, who gives to Cerny. Now Lindsay. Royals dodge a bullet. Their lead, though, down to 9. Up the floor they go. That was an and one opportunity, I beg your pardon. Lindsay on the far left side. Waits for a double screen. She won't use it. Crosses over the other way. And 5 seconds closely guarded is the call on Lindsay. Another turnover for Roncalli.
I didn't see the referee do the 5 with his hand, but just good defense again by Avon. Here comes the run.
Bass, top of the arc. 5:40 to go. Pass in the corner. Lewis for 3. No. And an over the back going to go against Avon. I believe. Let's see. I thought it was, but it might be on Roncalli. Oh, it is on Roncalli. Oh, my. They're calling on Claire Lindsay. That's her third.
Coach Sims is not happy with Claire Lindsay's talking to the officials.
Hendricks crosses the timeline to get back into the play for this free throw, and that shot's off the mark. Rebound Staley. Staley to Cerny. Royals lead still by 9 after all that. Horton crosses the timeline in the corner to Hendricks, and it was last touched by Avon. Turk looks to inbound, gives to Horton. Left side, matched up with Wren. Double screen to her right. She'll drift that way. Horton feeds Turk in the corner. Turk spins, had her pocket picked by Smith. Smith's off to the races. Full head of steam, layup up and in. 7-point game. Royals get it in quickly. Horton over to Hendricks. Hendricks up top. She'll roll, and then a call carry. Didn't look like it was a carry. It looked like that it was a very demonstrative dribble made on that far right side by Hendricks, who again is battling that knee injury. Official didn't see it that way, and the Royals, as we mentioned, very much in a ball game right now.
I think that would have been a great time before she did that to call a timeout.
Smith for 3, left side, no. Rebound once again by Walker, and the freshman Staley has her hands full down low. 5-point game. Turk up ahead, 4:43 to play. Turk baseball pass Staley. The layup, no, but she's whacked by Walker. Well, Staley has the length, but the size and the muscle mass belongs to the senior in Walker. She's had rebounds left and right, and that's just her first foul.
You got to hit these if you're Staley. These are huge free throws.
Just a 38% free throw shooter on the year, but it's a small sample size. Rattles that home. Staley's first points of the night, 56-50. Second one is good. Make it 57-50. Timeout taken by Coach Sims. We will take it as well. 4:40 to play in this final quarter. Roncalli leads, but it's down to 7 on the Roncalli Media Network.
Meet Zach. Zach rides everywhere, day and night, rain or shine. At Indiana Members Credit Union, we know Zach. We know he's been saving up for a car. We're here to help Zach and you. Now get pre-approved for auto financing as low as 3.99% APR. Today, it's all about Zach. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters. Rates subject to credit approval and valid on purchase of 2020 or newer vehicles. Learn more at imcu.com.
quarter. Roncalli clinging to a 7-point lead, 57-40. Andrew Mason alongside me. Jimmy Cook coming to you courtside. AJ Ablong and our entire student crew doing a great job getting you the shots on video. Orioles will have it. Got to go the length of the floor with 4:39 to go. Royals in that zone look. Smith, top of the arc. She's been on fire here in the fourth. Kick in the corner. Left side to Lewis. Lydia Staley to check back in here in just a moment. That Claire Lindsay to check back in just a moment. As Staley was late on the help left side, I beg your pardon. And a layup is good for Avon, 57-52. Turk right side. Full court pressure's there. Gives to Horton. Had her pocket picked. Layup, no. Rebound. Last touch by Avon. It'll be Roncalli basketball, but the lead is 5. 57-52. Royals having all kinds of trouble with this full court pressure. Orger checks in. Staley checks out. Turk to trigger. Baseline left. Into Horton. Far left side of the floor. They got to move it up ahead to Lindsay. Lindsay crosses over. Navigates through it but lost it. Up ahead Wren. Easy layup. Knocked it in. 3-point game. Into Lindsay. 3:55 to go. Lindsay once again. This time she was blatantly whacked by Smith. And that's going to be her fourth.
I thought that the other possession was a foul right before that. But
well, it's tough to tell that one. And either way, and again, you're not gonna criticize Claire Lindsay too much, but Coach Sims wants her to pass the ball up in the middle. She tried to do that all by herself and just lost the basketball. But this time she is fouled, and she will go to the charity stripe for a 1-and-1. And boy, do the Royals need them. Their lead was as many as 15. It's down to 3. Lindsay knocks that in. One more upcoming for the junior. 20 points for Claire Lindsay. 5-point lead. 59-54. Crossover. Lewis. Elbow. Too strong. Rebound. Lindsay falling to the deck. Gives to Turk. They got to go up the floor. Turk in trouble. Finds Horton. Up ahead. Lindsay. Pass was tipped to Wren. Right side. In the corner. Smith for 3. She was fouled by Lindsay. And she will go to the line for 3 free throws.
You cannot commit that foul. That's a huge mistake for Roncalli. Gives Avon 3 points, chance of 3 points with the clock stopped in a 5-point game under 4 minutes. Two of 2 so far.
One more upcoming.
And
got all 3. Royals looking to break the pressure. They're unable to. It's stolen away. Layup up and in by Smith. And we're tied at 59. Turk up ahead, Roscoe. Baseball pass, Horton, who gets to Turk. They finally break the pressure. I spoke too soon. It's stolen away. Ran the layup, and the Orioles have their first lead of the night, 61-55. The Royals are rattled. Turk to Roscoe. Left side, her pass stolen away. Somehow got it back, and she was fouled by Wren. Wren came flying in like a bottle rocket and knocked over Roscoe. It's going to send Sarah to the charity stripe. And the Royals are going to need every free throw from here on out. Roscoe, a 66% free throw shooter.
As we both mentioned, here's Avon's run. Here's like the response to Roncalli's first half. Got to make free throws here.
Well, you figured it was going to arrive eventually. You didn't think it would arrive in this fashion. Roscoe at the line. Royals trail by 2. A game they led by as many as 15. That one is good. One more upcoming for Roscoe. Spins it, sets, fires. That one's good as well. Big free throws for Roscoe. Tied at 61. 3:05 to play. Smith left side with those 4 fouls. Lob in the corner. Over to Lewis. She goes baseline. Pulls up elbow short. Rebound Horton. Horton trying to push the pace. Up ahead, Roscoe. The layup is good. And the Royals are back in front, 63-61. Up ahead, Lewis. Left side, pass in the corner, and they'll reset things. Wren in the corner, 3 in the air, off the mark, rebound, battled for, over to Smith, 3 in the corner, other side, no, rebound, Origer. Origer looks ahead to Horton, and Smith plays defensively, the sophomore, with those 4 fouls. Horton crosses the timeline, Royals by 2, 2:20 to play. Full head of steam, down the lane, Horton, no, thought she was bumped, and an over the back going to go against Heaven Thompson. That's the right call, but the Royals have been looking for that call on their end all night and have yet to get it. Make matters worse, double bonus in effect, 2 free throws upcoming for Haja Walker.
I agree that call has not gone Roncalli's way, but this
free throw rattled in. 1 more upcoming for Walker to tie this game at 63. Walker, a 50%er on the year, does just that, splits them both. Royals lead by 1. Rebound Turk to Roscoe. Baseball pass Horton. Horton has to get it across the timeline, finds Cerny. Origer flashing, they don't find her, instead to Horton, top of the arc. 2:05 to play, Royals 63, Orioles 62. Horton right side to Cerny. Cerny in between the circles to Turk, left wing. Matched up with Smith with those 4 fouls. Looking for Horton on a back door, instead resets to Roscoe. Right side. Roscoe strays towards the Ascension St. Vincent logo. Now Turk right wing. Horton backdoor. Receives it. It's fouled by Lewis. Make that Wren, I beg your pardon. And she will go to the line for 2 huge free throws with 1:46 to play.
I would have liked to see Roncalli take just a little more time off the clock, but you'll take the foul and chance for 2.
Horton at the line. 2 free throws. That is good. Cindy Horton, 12 points unofficially. 1 more upcoming for Horton. 3 dribbles, sets, fires, good. Nothing but nylon on both. 65-62. Avon knows how to shoot the 3. They shoot it from 33% from beyond the arc. Smith down the lane, kicks in the corner. 3 for the tie, right side is good. Bass knocks it down. We're tied at 65 outside of 90 seconds to go. Inbound, Turk. Full court pressure applied. Turk to Cerny. Left side. They got to go north and south. They do to Horton. Horton baseball pass to Staley, who gives to Turk, and she traveled right side. The freshman picked up the pivot foot. That was a tough pass from Horton. And with 1:22 to go, Avon in the driver's seat with the basketball.
I don't know if that was a travel, but
looked like she pirouetted with it and moved her pivot foot, said the official. Smith crosses over, kicks right side. Lewis thought about a 3. Smith is available in the corner. Horton, the Smith down the lane, right at Horton. They pass to Bass. Bass blocked by Staley. Rebound Turk, who gives to Lydia 1 minute to play. We're tied at 65. Staley with the right hand, cross the timeline, fakes the screen, drives, leads for Cerny. Low pass by Horton to Turk with 50 seconds to go. Turk at the Roncalli R, all tied at 65. Drifts towards half court now. Turk to Cerny. Cerny left side, over to Origer. Nearly had her pocket picked, and Coach Sims wants a timeout. He'll take a full timeout. We'll take it with him. Our last break. 39 seconds to play. All tied at 65. Back in a moment on the Roncalli Media Network.
Steve's Flowers and Gifts is your family-owned Indianapolis and Greenwood florist. Our mission is to establish and maintain the highest level of floral value and customer service at comfortable consumer prices. For the best and freshest flowers in Indianapolis and surrounding areas, Steve's Flowers and Gifts has exactly what you're looking for. Check out our wide selection of flower arrangements to make your next occasion memorable. Call 317-787-3431 or visit us at 3150 East Thompson Road.
led by as many as 15, 55-40. They've been outscored 25-10 over the last 5 minutes. Roncalli, though, with the basketball. 39 seconds to go.
If we cannot get it in here, we still have one timeout, but let's just try to get it in first.
One timeout left for Roncalli. Set to inbound is Turk. Over to Lindsay in the backcourt. She crossed the timeline with 35 seconds to go. Waits for traffic to clear. All tied at 65. Right side, Horton. Horton on the far right wing at the Ascension St. Vincent logo. Puts it on the deck. Drives, kicks to Lindsay. Lindsay to Thompson with 23 seconds to go. Thompson looking for a backdoor. Turk finds her. Turk goes up strong. Layup is too strong. Rebound tapped at. Bodies fall for it. Cerny gets it. It was kicked. Last touched by Avon. It'll stay with Roncalli with 14 seconds to go. Turk will trigger. Baseline left in front of the Roncalli bench. In the front court. Turk fakes left. Looks, finds Lindsay far left side with 13. Lindsay with 12. Lindsay with 10. Lindsay to Horton with 8. Horton down the lane with 5. Body contact. She's fouled and will go to the line with 5 seconds to play in regulation. Horton can give the Royals the lead at the charity stripe right now.
That was a good drive by Sydney, but Avon's going to call timeout.
Timeout taken by Avon. We will stay here. It's a 30-second timeout. 5 seconds to go. Sydney Horton went from the right side of the floor to the left block in a nice gliding motion. She was bodied up and will have an opportunity at the line to give the Royals the lead. Unofficially, 13 points for Sydney Horton tonight. And she has been sensational, as is Claire Lindsay. 20 points for the junior. But Horton's the one at the line. One timeout for Roncalli remaining. Two fulls left for Avon. The one to watch indeed is Smith. Depending on how these free throws go for Horton, she'll have 2 shots guaranteed. Tie game as it stands at 65, 5 seconds to play. Horton, first one is clean. Cool as the other side of the pillow is Sydney Horton, 66-65. And a timeout taken by Avon. It's a full timeout. We will stay here. Another big free throw upcoming for Horton. Can make it a 2-point game, but the Royals can still get beat by a 3 regardless of how this free throw goes. I want to remind you while we have a second that coming up this week on the Roncalli Media Network, we'll have another girls broadcast on Thursday night when the Royals welcome in Columbus North for the regular season finale. Johnny Jaffe will be alongside for that broadcast. And then on the boys' side of things, we still have many a game to go on the boys' side. 2 road games back-to-back on Friday and Saturday at Covenant Christian and at Greenwood. Aaron Hummel will join us on the broadcast for that. It's going to be a fun one as well. But Andrew Mason is with us tonight. Done a great job this evening. Andrew, how important is the Royals from a communication standpoint to be ready defensively after this free throw by Sydney Horton?
Absolutely key, absolutely key, absolutely key. You cannot let them shoot a 3. Honestly, as soon as they get the ball, trap. If you can't do that, guard everything outside the 3.
Got to make sure you don't foul, though.
Exactly, yes.
Because even if she hits this, it's a 2-point game.
Yes. Horton's got to hit this free throw, otherwise nothing else matters, really.
Well, it changes things a little bit offensively. Then a 2-pointer can beat you. Horton will go to the foul line to make it a 2-point game. Sets, fires, off the mark. 5 seconds. Rebound, Lewis. Up ahead, Lewis with 2. Lewis with 1. At the volleyball line for the win. It's off the mark. Hit the back iron. And the Royals survive a heck of a rally from the Avon Orioles. What a ball game. A tip of the cap across the board to Avon. They left everything they had out there, but Roncalli survives the onslaught from the Orioles. They win it 66-65 in regulation to improve to 17-4 on the season. They've now won 14 of their last 16 ball games, and a heck of an effort from the Avon Orioles.
Yes, just a wonderful effort by Avon. Made Roncalli really think they were going to lose that game. But Roncalli just barely survived, and that's all that matters in the end is another W in that left side, another number that left side of the column.
That's all you want to see for Roncalli, and a lot to look at from a film perspective as well. But you tip the cap to the Orioles, and if you're Roncalli, you move on, as Andrew mentions, with another W on that side of the ledger. Roncalli 66, Avon 65. The Indy Teledata postgame show is on the other side of this break on the Roncalli Media Network.
Marian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Marian University, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find out what you're made of. You can apply for free today at marian.edu.
A proud supporter of Roncalli High School, Indy Teledata provides IT solutions for businesses and organizations in central Indiana. For over 10 years, Steve Battiato and his team of professionals have provided comprehensive computing support, business telephone solutions, network infrastructure, and productivity suite integration. For a free evaluation of your technology needs, give Steve and his team a call at 317-231-5547 or visit us at indyteledata.com.
When looking for reliable HVAC professionals, look no further than Ane & Bartram Heating and Cooling. Whether you need a routine maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit, Ane & Bartram are available to handle all of your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs. Ane & Bartram strive to be the best, so call them today at 317-889-9574. They even have 24/7 emergency service. Call them today, Ane & Bartram, 317-889-9574.
Sports fans, it's Mark Maloney with JC Bank. Whether tailgating or listening to the game at home, JC Bank invites you to BYOB. Be your own branch. Got a laptop with Wi-Fi or a smartphone? Well, BYOB 24/7 with JC Bank's online and mobile banking options. Hey, you can even apply for a mortgage online with JC Bank. And remember, we're happy to serve you at one of our local JC Bank offices too. And we'll be opening soon in Greenwood. Get in the game at jcbank.com/BYOB. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Roncalli High School. The Royals victorious over Avon 66-65. The Indy Teledata postgame show is on now. Roncalli led by as many as 15, 55-40 with about 5 minutes or so left to play in this ball game. They then endured a 26, make that a 25. Sorry, a 23-16 run.
Also, an important stat I just have here. Unofficially, Roncalli shot 86% from the free throw line, 18 of 21, while Avon only shot 52%. So that's another reason we win this game. If we don't hit those free throws, it's a different story, and Avon probably wins by at least a couple points here. So.
And a correction on one stat. So it was 55-40. The Royals were outscored 21-4 to give Avon the lead by 2. Roncalli would then go on to win it, obviously 66-65. So they outscore Avon 7-4 the rest of the way to walk out of Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium with yet another victory. The Royals now 8-2 on the year at the Vinny. It's just been a birthplace of wins. But tonight, arguably the biggest test they've had in terms of just the physicality, the tune-up, the aggressiveness in that second half. Andrew, that's the type of physicality you're going to experience with any of these opponents, including the opener of the sectional against Decatur Central here next week.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Avon gave us a good test, came in our gym, and made us really fear for our game here. I think everyone on the Roncalli side of the game was like, man, what's happening to the girls' team at this time? But the girls rallied together. They found a way to win, and we can't commit this many errors. The sectionals they'll go back and watch tape on this game. They'll learn from the mistakes, and I have confidence with this team going into sectionals next week versus Decatur. So
we're going to take a quick break. We come back, we'll have your final numbers and hopefully a post-game conversation with Royals head coach Jason Sims. Again, our final in this one, Roncalli survives against the Orioles. They win it 66-65. Back to wrap things up after this on the Roncalli Media Network.
While others focus on simply facilitating a transaction, Century 21 agents like Sarah Lux believe in the value of delivering extraordinary experiences by defying mediocrity and always giving you 121%. Find your new home or sell your current home with the best. Contact Sarah Lux at 502-6253 or online at listwithlux.com. That's Sarah Lux at listwithlux.com. Listwithlux.com. Never lose your drive to deliver. Today's logistics marketplace is an ever-changing landscape where you can make your mark through dedication and passion. At Spot, these characteristics, along with drive and teamwork, form the basis for a rewarding, fast-paced career. Take it from our Roncalli co-founder and our dynamic group of Royals alumni. They've never lost the entrepreneurial spirit that provides the foundation for our continued success. There's never been a time like this, and there has never been a partner like Spot. We're relentless, we are experts, we are accomplished, and like you, we will never lose our drive to deliver. Come find your spot at spotinc.com/careers. Go Royals! When looking for reliable HVAC professionals, look no further than Avon Bartram Heating and Cooling. Whether you need a routine maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit, Avon Bartram are available to handle all of your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs. Avon Bartram strive to be the best, so call them today at 317-889-9574. They even have 24/7 emergency service. Call them today, Avon Bartram, 317-889-9574. This past spring, Roncalli celebrated Roar Survival Safari. We want to once again thank those sponsors that made such a special night possible. Ascension St. Vincent, Marian University, Steve's Flowers and Gifts, Indy Teledata, Harding Poorman, Laundry and Tan Connection, O'Reilly Branson Funeral Service and Crematory, Quality Supply and Tool Company, James Babcock Incorporated, Wolf Family Dentistry, Catholic Business Network, Indiana Members Credit Union, Beck Automotive, and the Catholic Youth Organization. Thanks to all these great sponsors for contributing to our adventure at Roar Survival Safari.
Meet Zach. Zach rides everywhere, day and night, rain or shine. At Indiana Members Credit Union, we know Zach. We know he's been saving up for a car. We're here to help Zach and you. Now get pre-approved for auto financing as low as 3.99% APR. Today, it's all about Zach. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters. Rates subject to credit approval and valid on purchase of 2020 or newer vehicles. Learn more at imcu.com.
Now, as we are each and every post game by a victorious Royals head coach Jason Sims. Coach, again, I hate to start our chats off like this, but you're going to see it on the film, and you saw it live, so we might as well. You're up 55-40 with about 6 or 7 minutes to go, and you're outscored 21-4 for a stretch there to trail by 2. Let's start there, and then let's talk about the resolve of this group to do what they did against a team that is very comparable to the likes of Decatur Central and any other team that you may face, in that they're not going to let up, they're going to keep their foot on the gas, and you're going to have to punch back like the Royals did tonight if they want to reach their goals in the postseason.
We talked about it at the end of the game. Finishing games means attacking. We quit attacking. We were on our heels. They got us back on our heels. They did a great job of that. You got to give them credit. They got some steals. They were playing really, really well with their hands. We did not handle it well at all. But one thing I will say that I'm really proud of the girls is when we got through that, we were able to finish with exactly what we drawed up, exactly the way we drawed it up, and we're able to get the free throw to get the 1 point edge and get the win.
Coach, you mentioned that you were going to be experimenting with different pieces tonight, and that's obviously as good of a trap as you're going to face along not only the rest of your schedule, but what's going to be present in Sectional 11. How much of it was the lack of commitment to trying to get the ball in the middle of the floor like you wanted, and how much of it was having so many, not new faces, these girls know each other, but different combinations of lineups out there that maybe either weren't gelled together or were a bit rattled by the pressure at times?
Well, it was tough because we needed to play big if we were going to play zone. We were really struggling to man against them. They were driving by us, and I thought the zone we were giving ourselves a better chance to win. So we had to be big. Well, that makes it tough with the press breaker. So we was kind of like you had to pick your poison, what you wanted to do there.
Sure.
When Lydia was in the game, we rebounded outstanding. When Jasmine was in the game, we rebounded outstanding. But when they were in the game, we also struggled to get the ball past half court. I always tell the girls jokingly, when we lose, it's my fault. But tonight, about halfway through the fourth quarter, I said, if we lose tonight, it's not my fault because the execution on our press breaker is not what we want. When we started to get the ball where we wanted to and attack, we were really good. But when we didn't, we were really bad.
What was your message before that last free throw by Horton to the team about making sure you're not going to foul or anything like that?
Well, we talked about, number one, we said we just need 1 or 2 at least, and we knew they were going to get something going their way. So we talked about switching any screen or watching something, going towards our basket and then heading back towards theirs. Thought we did a pretty good job of that. I think one thing you'll see on the film, we turned her to her left as she caught the ball.
Yep.
I think that one little half second of making her go left changed it, and that's why I told them, make her go to her left the second she catches it because it's going to be a lot harder for her to throw it to your side of the body and go for a shot like that. Now, she still hasn't got a pretty good look. Okay, we've been on the receiving end of that. I looked at Morgan, I looked at Coach Clifford, and she goes, we've seen that before. And it looked good.
I thought it was going down.
And I'll be honest, it went down. They deserved it because they really did a great job coming back. But, hey, we'll take it. We got it. It's our 17th win.
Yeah, yep.
And, we're just happy to get out of here with a win.
Coach, as you continue to navigate through these final stretches of the season, where is the biggest area, and I know you've mentioned it a couple times already, but where is the biggest area things need to be cleaned up because, again, you mentioned it to me a little bit pregame. The end goal in these final 2 games, you want to win. That's awesome. But you want to be tested as tough as you can to the brink when it's not win or go home, so there's still stuff left to clean up on film. Without having the benefit of looking at the film and just this initial reaction, where do you need to see the biggest jump in the regular season finale and ultimately against Decatur Central next week?
Well, two of the biggest things is Jasmine Horseman's been out sick a little bit, and we really need her. And the Lydia Staley has come so far in a year. I've never seen a kid grow that much as far as the way they're playing. We have got to make sure that we are using them correctly. That's tough because I tell people, we're not yet a team that can play inside out. We got to play outside in, meaning our guards have got to drive the ball and dish to our bigs. We would love to get to a point next year where we can throw the ball in the post and play inside out. We're not there yet. But the biggest thing I'm seeing right now is Lydia Staley is a fantastic screener. When we get that going, we're really good in the half court. And I think that's going to be the thing when we're playing some of these teams because we depend too much on the three-point shot. I know it. They know it. Okay, we've done a better job here down the stretch of driving it harder and kicking and getting open looks. I have no problem with those shots, but just meshing those people and a little bit too, just getting when we sub, having a little more continuity and knowing what each other's trying to do. That was the thing, there in the fourth quarter. We had some subs in the game because we had some people out for various reasons, and we just weren't very good at getting in the right spots and getting kids where they need to go. Once we had the right group in there towards the end, we started to make that cut. We got back in it there and won the game.
Coach, last question for you. Taylor Turk with 20, Sydney Horton with 14, Claire Lindsay with 20. Sydney Horton with 14, Taylor Turk with 12. So that trio combines for 46. How big are they going to be for where this team wants to go from an offensive perspective?
Well, when you talk about Claire Lindsay, I hope that people are starting to take notice. She's one of the better juniors in the state of Indiana. Just talking to Coach Stahl from Avon, when you watch her on film, you barely see her miss a shot, and it just really has been that way. They did a really good job on her in the second half, really got really physical with her, which is exactly what they should have done. I'm saying that as a compliment to them. But she handled it pretty well, got in a little bit of foul trouble. But she's just a tremendous player. Sydney, just once again, you just talk about Sydney does Sydney things. You knew at the end she was going to finish the game and do a good job and hit that free throw and really made a really nice drive. I think we got to understand that was a really good drive to the basket to force them to foul. And Taylor, I thought she started off a little shaky tonight, and that's usually not her, but she really settled in and made a couple really big defensive plays and hit a couple big shots, and that's just what Taylor does, and really drove the ball to the basket as better than she has all year.
Coach, 17 wins has a nice ring to it, but you're not done yet. Hopefully you can secure win number 18. Regular season finale will be here. Thanks for the time, Coach.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Congratulations.
That is Royals head coach Jason Sims. Let's take a look at the final numbers before we skedaddle out of here. First for the visiting Orioles. Wren with 14 points, 21 points. That was Nevaeh Wren, I beg your pardon. 21 points for Anaya Smith. The sophomore was sensational. 11 points for Haja Walker. 8 points for Amaya Bass. 6 points for Nyla Lewis. 3 points for Maya Thompson. 2 points for Haley Gingrich. And that will round out the Orioles scoring. They hit 6 triples. We're 13 of 24 from beyond the arc for the Royals. We already mentioned it. Claire Lindsay, another outstanding performance. 20 points for her. 14 of which came in that first half. 14 points for Cindy Horton, including the game-winning free throw. 12 points for Taylor Turk. They combine for 46 of the 66 for Roncalli. 6 points for Josie Origer. 4 points for Sarah Roscoe. 5 points for Jordan Hendricks. And 3 points for Heaven Thompson, as well as 2 points for Lydia Staley to round out the Roncalli scoring. The Royals hit 8 3-pointers and were 18 of 22 for the charity stripe. A big reason why they walk out of here 66-65 winners. Andrew, some final thoughts from the Vinny.
As I just said earlier, kudos to Avon. I knew this run was coming, and I think Roncalli in the back of their mind knew it was coming as well. But could we have been a little more prepared for it? Yeah. The other thing I would like to see is Coach Sims implement a little full court pressure like Avon and Coach Stahl did. He's a great coach, by the way. And I think that would have gave us maybe another possession or two to increase this lead and make this lead a more comfortable. But it doesn't matter. We still got the win, and we're still 17-4, I believe.
Yep.
So that's all that matters. And move on to the next game on Thursday versus Lady Bulldogs.
Well, it should be a fun one. Columbus North comes into town for the regular season finale. Johnny Jaffe will be alongside for that one, but Andrew Mason, we look forward to hopefully having him along for our sectional coverage. And Andrew, great work again, as always. Celebratory cookie from the Lady Royals, well-deserved for Andrew. The executive directors of the Roncalli Media Network are Aaron Hummel and Therese Carson, our director of video operations, AJ Abalong, and his student staff doing a tremendous job tonight. My color analyst this evening, the great Andrew Mason, and I am Jimmy Cook. Again, our final in this one, Roncalli victorious 66-65. A reminder, we'll be back in action on Thursday night when the Royals take on Columbus North. 7:30 start time, 7:15 pregame for that. And then back-to-back road games at Covenant Christian and at Greenwood on Friday and Saturday. We'll have those ones for you on the Roncalli Media Network as well. But again, your final tonight, Roncalli 66, Avon 65. The Royals 17-4 on the season. And until we talk to you right back here on Thursday night, this is Jimmy Cook saying so long, everybody.